Welcome to Wot Blitz 101 tutorial. My name is Homewrecking Gravedigger. I'm the clan lead for Blitz Supremacy Elite. Demons is our tag. Um, One thing I wanted to do is I wanted to help some of the young subscribers out there, some of the people just starting out, and especially if you just started playing Wot Blitz. And one thing that I would suggest that as soon as you finished up your tutorial and they give you that 1,000 gold, um, let's go ahead and one thing I'm going to suggest to you is invest that into a premium tank, because a premium tank is going to earn you more credits and more experience than other tanks, and it will, it'll continue to do so forever. And then even when you earn later on, when you earn premium days, when they have special missions and you do that, your premium day with a premium tank, and then you have ×2, ×3, or ×5, you're racking in the credits. So premiums just write credits for you. They just write money. The one tank in particular that I'm going to suggest, I didn't play the T-15, but it's got a weaker armor, so I would not suggest that, especially if you're just learning. The PZS-35. The PZS-35, as you notice, there's not much selection. There's a Locust, it's a light tank, weaker armor. So like, we'll take a look at the front is 25 and the sides are 13. Now if we go here, the front is 36 and the sides 35, rear is 25. So this thing's like a little miniature tank. And well, I guess they're all little miniature tanks, but for tier 3, this tank is a beast. It's earned me so much money, and over many however long I've been playing. I don't even know right now. So, introductory into the tanks. The front of the tank has the strongest armor. Any tank can shoot you in the tracks. When you're zoomed in on tanks, a lot of times it's good to shoot at these different little things that are on the tanks, because those are modules. Like this module is his vision module. That's for him to, that'll take out his view range on the mini map. Say I shoot him right in this hatch, I'm gonna kill the driver because the driver is right there. You got to imagine he's sitting right here, and the gunner, excuse me, the driver's right here, and your ammo, engine, and you could shoot if you want to take out the tracks. You shoot either of these sides. On a tank, when you're shooting a tank at a directly 90-degree shot, that's your best shot. Pick either panels like this when you're aiming. It's always good to aim at those little panels because you'll hurt modules when you do. You'll take out commanders, things like that. Then they might waste a one of their repair kits, and then you go and you shoot them in the track, and then they're stuck for a while because they used their repair kit already. So the front of every tank is going to be the strongest part of it. Well, I'll say most 99% of the tanks, because there's a few I'm sure that are weak in the front. Maybe some. No, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So then the sides are the weakest, are almost the weakest. The rear is the complete weakest. The top is just as weak, and of course the weak spot of all the turrets is the back of the turret, and things like this. You want to shoot areas like this. Always shoot low in this area That's like a really vulnerable weak spot. Um, if you can get up on top of someone, shoot down into these areas like this. Shoot into here. This causes massive damage when you shoot in here. Shoot into the turret right there. Um, a lot of things like that. If an enemy is on a hill, oh, I can't pull it up. You want to shoot underbelly of tanks also. If they're up on a hill and you're underneath, because this is very thin armor, and you got to think it's just like a tank in real life. It was real thin underneath to keep some of the heavyweight metal off the tank so that it will be light and move, and it was heavier and more reinforced in areas where it would be seeing more battle. So these tanks, they did a really good job on measuring tank, the thickness and all that. I don't know how close they are to reality ratios, but they did a pretty good job. Um, Back to this tank, the PZS 35. It is a premium tank. It's made me so much money. You can see I've got 155,000 free credit or free experience points. I've used it a lot to earn me a lot of money. So I wanted to show you a few good websites that are going to help you throughout your journey in Wot Blitz and all your happy tanking. One of the best website, or actually the best website I'll say, is blitzstars.com. I love this website. It has all the stats you could possibly think of on your players. So like I save a little link on my web browser right here, so I can just go ahead and see what my stats are, and on a daily basis I basically and you guys can look me up if you like, and I'm sure you will. But if you click on tanks up here in the top left corner, this is a top secret thing right here I'm about to give you guys. I don't know if I should do it. Man, this is golden. Okay, so when you're gonna, if you're worried about your stats and you want to look like a bomb player, I mean, if you want to be the absolute best, and I don't real personally care about that. As you can see, I mean, my stats are my win rate is not the greatest. I mean, yeah, it says great, but there's people who are super unicum, who are unicum. They're really good, and my win rate's getting up there at 63% for these over the last 30 days. And you can see my win rate's pretty decent. Right now, it's, whoops, right here. It's 58%. It's okay. It's respectable. But what I wanted to show you about is, so here's the top secret trick for you to start if you're just starting off. So first thing I want you to do is get that PZS 35. It's a little under 1,000 gold. So you get that 1,000 gold from your tutorial. You spend it on that. You start playing that tank, and you go straight at people. If you can hide the lower part of your tank and only leave your head up, that's how you play that tank. Because if you are using like a hill to cover the body and this is all that's sticking up, man, you are going to destroy teams, and I've done it many times. So back to blitzstars.com. We clicked on tanks. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. I'm not even dealing with levels 1 and 2. You fly through those the first hour, half hour that you're playing. Now that you're into tier 3, it's time to start getting serious, start thinking about things. Even if you want to start off straight from the gate, pick a tank. Bam, right here. This is the big one, win rate. Okay, this tank That means it's got a better combination of armor and DPM, which is damage per minute. So like this tank right here, the Renault Azzo, if you're just starting off, you wanna look at these top tanks and only play the ones that have the highest percentage win rate, the most DPM, good high. Look at this, good hit rate, survival rate, 51% compared to all these other guys. You want to take the best tanks right from the gate if you want the best win rate. And you want to be super unicum. Okay, then when you go to level 2, when you go to tier 2, click right here. It's going to show you your tier 2s in order by their win rates. Some of these tanks are no longer available. You won't find the PZ38H 735F. It was a premium tank. It's not on Wot Blitz right now. So if you don't see that tank, you go to the next one down and you find out what's the top. So you take the Japanese Type 95 Hago and you go play that, and you know, just survival rate's a huge one. So anyway, back to tier 3 where I was at. Okay, so this tank's a little beast. I'm going to show you a little bit on how to destroy people in this tank. This tank is a beast, and I want you guys to take, I can't say enough of it, buy this tank when you're first starting off. I just showed you the trick on, so like this premium tank is no longer offered, this one's no longer offered, and here's that PZS 35. It's the top tier 3 tank, win rate 67%, hit rate 82%. It's got a great aim. The dispersion's not that bad on it. Survival rate's pretty good. It's the best right here in all of tier 3. So let's go ahead and start off with that. So let me go ahead and then also show you how to play this tank. Let's go ahead and get started on that. Let's go ahead and click battle now. Alright, as we're starting off this battle, you can take a look at down here on the bottom left hand corner a little map. That's your mini map. Pay attention to that. Little green triangles are your teammates. Little red triangles that will appear in a little bit as your teammates spot them or you spot them. Then they'll start to relay where their positions are to you, and then you'll see it on your mini map. You want to follow your teammates from the beginning. Let them take the lead, and you just pop shots from behind. That's a good way to start off, but eventually you're going to want to become aggressive. You hear that sound? That's somebody trying to capture the flag, so right now it's not too important, but I'm going to go ahead and try to deal with that. Got this guy zoomed in. I'm behind a bush, so it doesn't look too great right here for you. So this tank, like I said, is a really good tank for a starter tank. It does about 50 to 60 hit points of damage every shot. Sometimes up to 90 I've seen, depending on how weak of a spot you hit on the other tank. So like shooting the enemies in the rear right here, that's the best spot to hit them. They're the weakest spot. You can right click on them. If you right click when you have them highlighted like that, it'll lock the aim on. This Wot Blitz has a great aim lock, and when a tank moves, it even tries to shoot ahead of them so that they'll walk into your shot. So use the aim lock feature a lot. You know, unless you got a chance, especially if you're on the move, just right click on, highlight them, right click on them, and then, you know, just keep popping shots as you're moving around. Make it hard for them to hit you. Like this, I just right click, aim on him, keep on moving, bow, get him right while I'm moving. Let's see what damage we did here. 4 kills, not bad. So you can see it's a tough little tank. It's a good little tank. I'm gonna go ahead and run you into it, show you another little battle, and one that'll show you the one that I did prior that'll show you some of the armor usage on this thing. I'm gonna speed it up a little and let's listen to a sound bite.
Feel me like a Hellcat.
Now, just real quick, just like I said in the tutorial, when you come up to a hill and you can protect the bottom part of your tank, and he's only going to be shooting your turret, you're making your tank very strong. And you'll see at first he shoots an AP round at me, and he doesn't penetrate, and then you'll see him start to use a different type of round. It'll actually, he uses an HE round, and those will cause a little bit of damage. So back to your show here.